A highly significant piece of news for Cuban baseball emerged on November 12, bringing with it a complete transformation in the development of the 64th National Series. The new outlook requires two teams from eastern provinces to undertake an extensive journey across the western part of the country, although in one particular case, the wear and tear will be much greater due to the circumstances they face. The situation generated after Hurricane Melissa has severely impacted the eastern regions of the nation, and the ongoing recovery process led the leadership of the national pastime to intervene and modify what had previously been established. The lack of lodging capacity in those territories created a complex scenario, and the only possible solution ended up directly affecting the teams from Santiago de Cuba and Granma, who were initially scheduled to play their upcoming sub-series at home but ultimately will not be able to do so. Journalist Carlos Hernandez Lujan reported that the National Baseball Commission decided to break from the original plan and move the venue of the matchups, forcing both teams to travel hundreds of kilometers to comply with the competitive calendar. According to the official statement, the recovery efforts in Santiago de Cuba and Granma require prioritizing resources and accommodations for those involved in reconstruction work, making it impossible for their teams to host Subseries number 10, which was set to begin next Tuesday. Therefore, the matchups against Ciego de Avila and Holguin will be played in the territory of the latter. Far from ending there, the adjustments will continue to affect the eastern teams. Subseries number 13 also underwent significant changes. Santiago de Cuba will have to face Industriales in Havana, while Granma will play against Pinar del Rio in that province. The commission assured that they remain in communication with the defense councils of the affected areas and that the original schedule will be resumed once proper conditions are restored. However, the most complicated situation is faced by Santiago de Cuba. The Indomitos had already played 4 sub-series on the road against Ciego de Avila, Granma, Santi Spiritus, and Artemisa, and they were hoping to return to Guillermo Moncada to try to recover from their recent inconsistent performance. That return will have to wait, as they will now play 6 consecutive sub-series away from their fans, an enormous burden that casts doubt on the team's stability and threatens to deepen their competitive struggles. However, the most complicated situation is faced by Santiago de Cuba. The Indomitos had already played 4 sub-series on the road against Ciego de Avila, Granma, Santi Spiritus, and Artemisa, and they were hoping to return to Guillermo Moncada to try to recover from their recent inconsistent performance. That return will have to wait, as they will now play 6 consecutive sub-series away from their fans, an enormous burden that casts doubt on the team's stability and threatens to deepen their competitive struggles.